Walton Learning. Wordly Wise 4. Vocabulary in Context. Unit 4. Courage. That's all Sachin-chan had to fight her battles, but it was enough. Her troubles began when she was young. She was an active child who liked nothing better than to run outside and play with the other children in the village in China where she was born. But at the age of 4 she contracted polio, a childhood disease that was once common but is now rare. Polio causes paralysis, and the muscles in Sachin-chan's legs slowly wasted away until she could no longer run or even walk. The doctors were pessimistic about her chances of living more than a year or two, but they did not know her. With courage came determination, and Sachin was determined to walk again. For 3 years, Sachin-chan lay helplessly in bed. But one day she surprised her mother. Sachin-chan asked her mother to set up some chairs in 2 parallel lines, their backs facing each other. She then forced herself out of bed, and with great difficulty she made her way between the chairs, using their backs as support. She did this repeatedly to develop her limbs. Her body ached from her many falls. At that time, China was at war with Japan. Sachin-chan's father was serving in the army, unable to see his family. He cherished his daughter, though. It saddened him that he could not give her the comfort and support she needed. When the war ended, he finally returned home. Imagine how astounded he was to see Sachin-chan walk up to him and welcome him. Her movements were not at all graceful. But to her father, there had never been such a beautiful sight. Sachin-chan had always been an intelligent child. She was eager to go to school. But in those days in China, education was not freely available, and her parents had only a modest income. Sachin-chan was 8 years old before they saved enough money for her to attend the American school in Shanghai. There she learned to speak English. She also began a lifelong study of Asian history and culture. In 1948, at the end of Sachin-chan's first year in school, China's government became communist. The new government imposed strict rules forbidding contact with foreigners. One result was that the American school was closed. Sachin-chan and her parents grew increasingly unhappy. They decided to leave China and settle in Malaysia. Sachin-chan spent her teenage years at a Malaysian high school. This was the happiest time of her life. She did very well in school and took piano lessons. Sometimes she gave recitals for visitors. Once, when she walked across the stage, her legs gave way, and she collapsed. She heard a voice say, "Aya. Someone like you should not expose herself like that." Sachin-chan's response was to struggle to her feet, walk to the piano, and sit down. She played so beautifully that the audience was moved to tears. After graduating with honors from high school, Sachin was awarded scholarships to the University of Hawaii. She later became a professor of history and director of Asian American Studies at the University of California, Santa Barbara. She tackled life vigorously and with enjoyment. Doctors told her that she might need a wheelchair by the time she approached 40. Polio's lasting effects can cause more damage to muscles. The doctors were right. But Sachin-chan did not mind the wheelchair. "I use it only when I am not in a hurry," she said.